Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Rees and I'm here to bring a message to whomever this resonates with. Let's go ahead and dive into the big oracle deck to start out, and then we'll go into the tarot, okay? So follow your heart. We have follow your heart, I am, and reclaim your power. So for some of you guys, you need not listen to anything that anyone has to say. No opinions, no viewpoints, perspectives. Even if they have their little 2 cents, I suggest fuck the suggestion, okay? You guys are to follow your heart right now because you are in a position to take your power back. You're calling all your power back to you. So it means nothing if you're asking people their advice, like, hey, what do you think about this? Or how do you feel about that? It's not for them to feed you that information. If you need to consult with anybody, meditate and talk to your team, okay? But outside noise outside of you is not it. It's reclaim your power season, okay? Retreat to your center and operate from that space, okay? Operate from the capacity of your truth, your authenticity, the space within your center. It's not about anybody else outside of you. It's not about what your friends want to do. It's not about what your family wants to do. It's not about what your employer wants you to do, okay? It's literally about yourself. Take it how it resonates. I'm not saying go out there and be a jerk. I'm not saying that. I'm simply saying retreat to your center and follow your heart, okay? When you lock into your truest self will navigate you. It's going to tell you how to move, where to move, and like give you the power to do it, okay? So we're in an energy of reclaiming our power. Ashe, y'all. Let's dive into the tarot so we can get some more details. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Page of Cups. So a lot of this should be done with some type of creativity to tap back into your inner child space, okay? So whatever your inner child loved to do when you were younger, or just things that put you in a childlike state, okay? Like go frolicking in a field, roll down a hill, I don't know, climb a tree. Like do things that you would have done in your childhood to bring you back that joy and jubilee, okay? Like do stuff like that. It's all about you right now. You truly have to worry about yourself. And for some of you guys who got too caught up in the adult life, if that's hard for y'all, then they're encouraging you guys to tap into your creativity. Tap into your inner childlike state, okay? And operate from that center, okay? So there's going to be a lot of emotions that may arise. I'm staring at this fish in the cup. I'm also seeing the waves that's in the back here. There may be a lot of emotions that arise. Flow with it, all right? If you want to cry, let it out. If you're angry, dissect that and figure out where it's coming from, what triggered you, why it's happening this way. Pay attention to your emotions and ride that wave, okay? Heal there. But definitely tap into your inner childlike state, all right? Doing this is going to make you feel a lot more alive. It's going to remind you of your power because our inner child, that was a part of our timeline, but that part is not away from us. That part is not severed from our lives. No, we're still here. So we very much so remember who we were when we were a child. We remember all the things that we loved. 9 times out of 10 when we come across it, it brings us like, you know, back into that mood again. For example, I have this icy spot that I live near, and I live near now. So when I was younger, my family, we grew up on it, like for some reason, it was about like 30 minutes away from us where we used to live. But when I moved over here, I realized it's up the block. I was like, yo, no way is this like my childhood icy spot that I used to go to all the time, and it's right up the block. So I'm noticing how, like now that it's summertime and I'm going there more often and stuff like that, I'm noticing how much it's putting me back into that nostalgia state. And now I'm opening up different avenues, different centers, different channels of my childhood that I could reconnect with. I remember this specific time that I was on my way to this icy spot, and when I was in the back of the car, and I got like, I'm remembering little small things, and you know, and it's just opening so much up, and it's reminding me of so much as well. And that definitely is adding to my power. I feel it, okay? So for you guys, I want you guys to like tap into your inner childlike state. If it's not getting creative, if it's not doing something childlike, like going on a swing randomly, running through the sprinklers then do something that you used to do when you were a child. Do something that connects you to your childhood, like me visiting the icy spot. You know, I took a couple of people and they love it, and now they're, you know, going and stuff like that. But it's cool to like tap into my childhood and relive that, you know, and share that with others. Every time I go there, I have a different story to tell. It just makes me so excited about how in that space, you know, it's just amazing to be able to revisit that again in my adult years. I thought that place was long gone after we stopped going there when I was a kid. Really, when I went to college, I haven't gone there after that up until now. But I, you know, kind of just exnayed that from my brain a little bit. So to revisit that, it definitely opened some energy centers within me that I'm just like, wow, it feels good to tap back into this. And I'm definitely reclaiming my power, okay? So same for you guys. It's not about nobody else. It's not about nobody else. Screw that. Like, of course, I wanted other people to experience it. I was just like, yeah, you know, come through. I want to show you this icy spot. But that was truly for me. Like, that was definitely for me and my healing. And of course, I had my baby girl with me, and I was telling her all about my childhood and how we used to go there and the things we used to do and stuff like that. So there's power in revisiting these childlike energies. All right? Because you don't want to forget a whole part of you. It's not supposed to be in here. You don't want to forget a whole part of you. The object is, because that's what adulthood tries to do. That's what society tries to do. They try to make you forget a big chunk of who you are so that you don't tap back into that, so that you don't become your most powerful. But screw that, yo. Screw what anybody has to say. Screw all of that. Live for yourself. Worry about yourself. I'll be telling my daughter that all the time. Worry about yourself, okay? And for right now, what you guys need to be worrying about is reclaiming your power by following your heart. And one of the easiest ways to do that is to tap back into your inner child energy. Because when we were children, there wasn't anything to distract us. There wasn't anything to tell us how to move, how to navigate, how to be, who to be when we got older. We were just living and like existing. And then of course, you know, we experience a couple of things that unfortunately molds us into who we are in our adulthood years. If you're fortunate enough, you can keep a big part of your childhood energy open and easily accessible to you so that you don't like succumb to depression, down, like heavy energies and stuff. Oh, that's the dishwasher. I was like, what is that noise? The dishwasher. All right. The star. Guys, I said that. So a lot of emotions definitely may arise, okay? So you also got the star. There's mad water here. I don't know if you are a water sign. I don't know if you're mad emotional. I don't know if you've been emotional lately. If you are, it's okay, okay? But with this emotion here, let it flow. Let it flow. Let it go. This star person here, she has 1 foot, one land, and 1 foot in the water. I love the cards that have that, you know, that type of balance here. We're over here and we're over here. It's like a control that you have. You're in the spiritual realm, you're in a physical realm, okay? So you have a good hand on both. So that's what I mean. For those people who've kept a big part of their childhood open and easily accessible to them, they are 9 times out of 10 embodying star energy, okay? So they are healed. That didn't focus at all. They're very healed. You know, flowing with life, optimistic about life, creative, you know, curious, witty. Those are those people, okay? I'm feeling like this is you. This can be you. This is what your team wants. This is what Source wants. So you're being pulled in this direction. Truly follow your heart, okay? The star energy is here. For some of you guys, you may be beaming so much when you do this, when you reclaim your power, you may be beaming so much, it's going to be so hard to ignore your presence that you're going to be making friends everywhere, kind of like back when you were a child again. With this Page of Cups and the Star, you're attracting a lot of energy where people are curious. They want to play with you too. They want to be around you too. They want to explore you too. What you got going on, and how did you turn out like that? You know, be careful of the energy vampires who just want you around because of your light, because they're like, yo, my light is dim, my light is dull right now, and I see yours is lit, so I'ma just mooch off of you. I'ma bite your wisdom. I'ma bite your creativity. All right, be careful of those. 6 of Pentacles, nice. So with this Star card and the 6 of Pentacles coming right out, like I said, the energy of balance, okay? So you know that there's a give and take to life, as within, so without. Reclaiming your power, going in and visiting these childlike spaces and nurturing that too, you know, not just BSing it, you know, like just I hope you guys know what I'm trying to say here. Not disrespecting it. There we go. I wish I could give you an example with the icy spot. Like disrespecting. Okay, so I can't explain it. I can't explain it. Not with the icy one. But anyway, I feel like when you guys tap into this, there's going to be a give and a take, okay? So you reclaiming your power, you tapping back into your inner childlike state, you're going to get rewarded for that because you're nurturing your inner child and you're realizing, like I said, that that was never like just in the past. It's still a part of you. It's very much so a part of you. So if you go in and you nurture your inner child is going to turn around and nurture you. Some of us, we just need a hug. For some of us, we're like, yo, I am so tired. I would love some company. I would love some healing. I would love some, someone to confide in. All of these energies, that's your inner child talking. That's your inner child yearning for something, yearning for attention, yearning to be fed. You have to feed your inner child still, even when you are an adult, okay? You have to do that. When you do that, you are reclaiming your power. You are living wholly, authentically. There's no one who can say they're living authentically who ain't tapping into their inner child. I don't want to hear it. I do not want to freaking hear it. If you're not tapping into your inner child, there's no way you are 100% whole, because that's not in the past. It's still a part of you. It's not away from you. It's not a part. It's still a part. Okay? Those are two different words. You see what I did there? Anyway, don't lose that aspect about yourself. Okay? Don't succumb to the boring shit of the world. You got the King of Wands in line with the star. Like I said, a lot of people are going to want to be around you, okay? You're getting a lot of attention. With the star energy, you may be illuminating, glowing a lot. After you do this healing, though, when you tap into this inner childlike state, you got to do this, okay? You have to do this. But with this King of Wands being in line with the star, people are just going to be wanting to come up to you. Like, yo, what you got going on? I'm telling you, there's going to be a lot of people who are trying to, like, steal your light, steal your shine, because they see how strong you are, strong without anybody. Like, you can do battle by yourself. You don't need anybody around you. You are a leader. You are assertive. You are very passionate about life. I'm getting all these things, okay? So that in line with the star, it's like you're the blueprint pretty much. Like everybody's looking at you for like how to do it, kind of thing. Like how do I do life? Let me just see what they're doing right now, and I'm going to do the same thing. Okay, for those people, they really need to tap into their inner light too, because what you're doing is you are reclaiming your power. You're not reclaiming your power for Tom, Dick, and Harry. This does not have to do with anybody who surrounds you. This is literally you. Like I said, follow your heart. This ain't got nothing to do with your family, your friends, your employer, your co-workers, none of that, okay? This is literally you. Follow your heart. You are reclaiming your power. You're not reclaiming power for everyone else because they can reclaim their power. You are reclaiming your power, okay? Ashe. All right. Queen of Cups. Definitely a lot of healing. So you guys are surely nurturing your inner child. So cute. Queen of Cups is in line with Page of Cups. Y'all are definitely nurturing your inner child. Please, please, guys, show so much compassion and grace to your younger selves, okay? Your younger selves were just so new, so fresh here. You just got into the world. You didn't know what was going on. You were so full of life. You were so this, you were so that, before someone told you, oh, you're too eccentric. Oh, you're too loud. Oh, you dress too wild. Oh, you did it. It's too something. Screw all of that, okay? Forget all of that noise. Nurture what it is that is calling within you to be nurtured. There's a part inside of you that needs some type of attention, that needs some type of healing, okay? And when you do that, you're going to be well-rounded. You're really going to call back your power, truly, truly. Talking about some well-rounded, look at the world card, okay? When you do this, you will be very much so well-rounded. And for some of you guys, this might be the like key that you need to open up the next door. Right after this came the Six of Swords. So you doing this may very much so like advance you to the next step. We got the Six of Swords. Things are going to be moving a lot smoother now, okay? So you reclaiming your power, going through all of this, nurturing your inner child, and like becoming so wholesome very whole. You're whole already, okay? You're not without. It's just you have all the things within you to be whole. If you neglect some of that, then that is when you become without, okay? So if ever you guys feel as if you need more, you're without or whatever, just go within, retreat within, and find the wholeness within yourself. You don't have to look outside of you. You don't have to ask this person for $500. You don't have to do that. You're actually working backwards there, because at the end of the day, what you're avoiding is the work. So as long as you go outside of you and look for someone else to do it, look for someone else to do a quick fix or something, you're never going to reach that point. So if that is you who's going out there and asking for everybody, you know, to do it for you, I'm not talking to you, okay? I'm talking to somebody who is actually putting in the work, because here, you've reached it. You've reached it, okay? All right, so let's get one card out of here, and then I'm gonna close out. Whoa, whoa, I got my boots on the ground. Harmony. Harmony is the beautiful melody in relationships. I feel like you guys are going to find your harmony again when y'all do this, okay? When you tap into this energy, there goes the harmony. Yes, so follow your heart, reclaim your power. You guys probably feel very off. Like there's a lot of movement in the waters and the current is too strong. You're just riding the current because it's just too goddamn strong. You can be strong, okay? You could get on top of the water and walk on your water like Jesus did, but Jesus was very much well-centered, okay? So that's a download. That's why Jesus is walking on water. The water will signify the emotions and the currents and like the ebbs and the flows of life that you have to inevitably go through. But the fact that Jesus was walking on water, like can't nobody stop him? Can't nobody stop him? That's you guys, okay? So find that harmony like Jesus did. Find that harmony and be able to get on top of the ebbs and the flows, okay? Like, yes, water is very powerful. Water is very strong, especially when it is in abundance. But you can be one with this element. You are one with this element when you tap into all of this, all right? And find that harmony while being whole. Okay, there's harmony in that. So I hope you guys understood that and it made sense. I'm not gonna repeat it because I feel like I'm not gonna be able to restate it. It'll just be exactly what I said. So I'm gonna leave it there. But yeah, that was a great message. I hope this resonated for somebody, and I love y'all. Bye.